No, wait, I got them this thing. There's nothing like adding a new cat toy to the collection. I think I'm equally as excited as they are. If you're new here, these are my two cats, Gordo and Deli, and they let me live here in our New York City apartment. I'm up earlier today because I've started training for the New York City Marathon that's happening in November, and I'm getting ready to go on my first long run of the training block. What's up, party people? Who says that? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm getting ready to head out on my first long run of marathon training. 8 miles today. A little intimidating, but I've done it before. I can do it again. The nice thing is, when it's longer distances like this, you can just go slow. I'm typically a slower runner, so my easy pace is around 12:45 per mile, and then my race pace is 10:45 so far. We'll see. I'm trying to run my marathon in less than 5 hours, but if I could do 4 hours 45 minutes, I'd be like, oh my god, she could be in the Olympics. One thing I really do need is new running shoes. I'm gonna be running right by the shoe store. I'm like, should I just stop in, grab a new pair, and ditch my old ones? So far, marathon training has been what's been keeping me sane. My cat's health has been all over the place, and I've been a hermit monitoring them. But as they're more stable now, and I have a couple of cat cameras that I can check when I'm not home, I feel a lot better about leaving the house because I was going kind of crazy. It's one of those things about being a single pet parent. I love my cats and love being with them 24/7, but I also do need some time away to still feel like a person without feeling guilty. And all this has been weighing heavy on my mind lately. But in this video, I definitely get out into the city more and I start feeling like myself again, and I take you along with me. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, I invite you to stick around or, like the video or subscribe. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just here to give you some ideas. Back to the bone, if you know. Get stupid with the flow, if you know. LONDON, if you know. Come through if you wanna roll, if you know. Back to the bone, if you know. Get stupid with the flow, if you know. LONDON, if you know. Come through if you wanna roll, if you know. They wanna stop and take a little photo. Style when the bars make them go loco. I'm not done yet. I still have 3 miles to go. I just got annihilated by Central Park Hill. So, just walking for a second. Oh my gosh. Maybe we can get down, maybe we don't know what tomorrow brings. Yeah, do you know? I accidentally stopped my Strava when I stopped for water. I'm like calculating how far I've actually come, so I had to put into Google Maps my home. So I still have 2.5 miles. I am dripping in sweat. This is definitely a good baseline run, but I don't feel bad about it. I'm just so hot. I'm gonna make it to 8 miles, but I don't think my body's gonna like that. It's done. I did it. Sometimes you just gotta rip the band-aid off with some of these earlier long runs because you know it's gonna be just slightly more painful than the other ones as you're building endurance. I didn't struggle as hard as I thought I would. I think it's because I ran the half marathon in April, but there was a point there that I was like, why am I doing this? That was like around mile 6, and that's when I was stopping to get water in Central Park pretty much every time I saw a fountain, because that's my rule when I'm out running, is whenever you see a fountain, you have to stop and like fill up your water a little bit, because I never want to run out of water, especially when it was so hot. It wasn't super bad, the temperature, but it was hot enough where I was just like, oh, sweating so much. Around mile 5 and 6 is when I started to get like a cramp in my stomach. 8 miles is a really long run. That's what I would have taken weeks to train up to for the half marathon, and then I'm starting with that for the first week. Hal Higdon training plan is really intense and it builds up mileage really quickly, so some people get injured. So I'm being really mindful of that, building up that amount of mileage so quick, because I think this week I did 21 miles total, and that's way more than I've done in a long time. The first week sets the tone for the whole training process for me, because I start to, at a certain point in every training block, negotiate and bargain with myself during my runs. Like say, you know, today at 6 miles when I was struggling, I was like, you know, 6 miles is a great start for our first week. Like just stop here, you know, you don't need to push yourself so hard so soon. But I'm like, actually so much of the marathon training block is training your mind to like keep going when it's uncomfortable, because from my experience running the marathon in 2023, that was what made me able to cross that finish line. My body was done at like mile 18. That's going to be something I'm really going to try and push myself to do, and not like bargain. Stick to the training plan. Stick to the plan. That's my goal, is just stick to the plan. But I'm very proud of myself that I showed up to every run this week. I'm incorporating some strength training as well. That will hopefully help me have an easier time on these longer runs. I went to get a bagel. I got a donut too, but I only ate half of it because half of the donut was basically raw. It like fell apart in my hand. I got an onion bagel, toasted with scallion cream cheese and tomato. I'm gonna sit down with this and watch some TV. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to go to the Pride Parade. I've actually never been to the Pride Parade in the 8 years that I've lived in New York. So today, homebody. Tomorrow, I'm going to get out a little bit. Whoa, oh. Ooh. Is that a spider? Eh. It's the first spider I've seen in this apartment. And I just killed it with my favorite tote bag. The beans and rice was good, but I've got an intense sugar craving right now. I just can't shake this sugar craving. Oh my gosh, I got salsa on my pants too. Luckily, the new meds we have her on, she likes to eat. And there was also a different kind of medication, clopidogrel, I think that's what it's called. It was in liquid form, and oof, that was rough every day. She would just be foaming at the mouth. And I was like, this is wrecking her quality of life and mine. But they made it into a pill form for me, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And this is potassium supplement, because her levels were very low. I don't have any more appointments for her for 2 weeks, and then I go back and see the cardiologist again. But I feel like adding the potassium supplement has been really beneficial. She's running around and playing like she should be. Just mix this potassium paste with some churu and stir it around, and she just licks it up. Are you ready? Mama! There you go. I know I'm biased because they're my cats, but they're so cute. Good. But that was so fast. Good girl. Good job, Mama. And I have to give her furosemide. It's like also known as Lasix. I'll leave you with Gordo. Spend some quality time with him while I give Delia meds. You ready? Talk to the people. Oh, not the phone. Delia girl. No, Daddy. They don't eat a lot of it. And then I got salmon oil. My friend Adrienne recommended it because she gives it to her dog who also has heart challenges, and my cardiologist approved it, so I give them just a little bit. These cats eat better than me, I swear. I was looking back on old videos of them, like when I first got them. They were so small. Gordo's gigantic. I shed a tear every time I watch them be tiny little kittens. This is how I know my sugar cravings get intense, because I'm willing to change an outfit to go and get the sugar that I'm craving. I think running triggers that in me. Okay, let me put on some sweats then. I don't know if this is embarrassing for me to say, but when I first moved here, or I was going to move to New York, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna fit in because I don't have the clothes that everyone has, and I'm like gonna have to put on nice business casual, mind you, this is like 2016, like business casual outfits to leave the house just to go grocery shopping, and then coming here and realizing it doesn't have to be like that. There's some places where sure, you probably want to look nice as you leave the house, but the neighborhoods I've lived in have been really relaxed and chill. So I'm pretty much gonna go out in a sweatsuit. I think also I might be getting a little tan from the run. I don't know, maybe it's just me. We'll see in a couple months. But I also got gifted some tanner from Dr. Dennis Gross. I don't get a lot of PR, but that one I was kind of fangirling about. I was geeking out on because I mean, it's good quality tanner. Last year when I did a tan disaster, it was like from Jergens, and it was very streaky. I mean, I tried with my application. You can only make it so nice when you just need practice. But that's the thing, like, why would I put a tan on? Because I'm never leaving the house. I haven't worn makeup for a week and a half. Almost 2 weeks, actually. In 2 days, it'll be 2 weeks. It's great for my skin. This is so crazy. Sorry, I'm going on some crazy tangents. Maybe this is how I get myself to not go and buy sugar right now. It's just to yap. I was thinking about this the other day. I've gotten so used to seeing myself without makeup and genuinely feeling pretty without makeup. But I was not always like that. And it took me until 2020, COVID, for me to, like when I didn't wear makeup for maybe a month. And then I put it on. I was like, whoa, I feel like a different person. But that's how I used to see myself every day, was with makeup. And I wouldn't feel pretty if I didn't have 3 layers of mascara on my face. 2020 was just a crazy reset for me. And I think it helped my body dysmorphia. I mean, I started wearing makeup when I was maybe 13. And I asked my mom if I could start wearing it. And she's like, okay, what are you interested in? Let's go in my makeup and you tell me what you like want to wear, and I'll tell you what's appropriate for you to wear at 13. I was like, I want to wear a little eyeshadow, some mascara, and that's it. But that's over 20 years that I had been wearing makeup pretty much every day to feel pretty. I'm glad I don't feel that way anymore. It's just kind of freeing. I almost feel a little bit like I've stopped trying in terms of my appearance. I've taken like a bit of a dating break. And in that dating break, I think it's been about a year now that I've been on a dating break, I've completely decentered myself from the male gaze. And I think that's reflected in how I dress and just not wanting to wear makeup or like not feeling like I have to do my hair. I'm realizing like, what was I doing that for? Like, who was I trying to impress with all of that? Not saying there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I love dressing up for my girlfriends and for myself and for my job, because I like a lot of corporate jobs are like you have to be presentable in the traditional way and that makeup and hair done and stuff. But when I left corporate, it's like, who do I have to impress? Nobody. And it's been so freeing. I don't want to date again. It's just exhausting. I'm like, I like how I exist here like this. I don't want to change that. I don't want to go back to having to squeeze into tight jeans to impress someone on a date. Like, I don't want to. But yeah, in these last few months, I've really decentered men in my life. And as a result, I'm way less stressed. My apartment smells like tuna. You guys didn't finish it. Finish that tuna. Honestly, I could really only see myself date a man that likes cats. That's the deal breaker. Or has cats. don't know if y'all can believe it, but I just signed a lease for another year in this apartment. Yay! It was kind of a no-brainer for me. I've really grown to enjoy it here. Even the bright blue walls of this bathroom that I was once horrified by, I kind of like them now because it gives the space a personality. It's special to live somewhere that starts to hold a lot of memories for you. That's a reason why making these videos is so cool, you know, because one day you'll be able to look back and not only remember what you were doing, but how doing things made you feel. I'm trying to leave, but they're vacuuming the hallway. I'm waiting for my friend. I got a giant bottle of water. It's hot out here, but it feels so good. It's nice to be out of the apartment. There's not as many people as I thought would be here so far, but it's still early. It's 11 a.m. Yeah, I think it's gonna start any minute now. We're at the beginning of the parade. Got this stupid thing on my head again. having been my first Pride Parade in New York City, it's fun, but I have to admit, all the politicians came out first, and then there was maybe 20-25 minutes where there was nothing. I started at 11, and then we ended up going to grab a drink at my friend's work, me and Skylar, and then we went back out and the parade was still going at 2:30. I hear some years it goes for 7 or 8 hours. One of the highlights for me though was seeing the Ali Forney Center and the people on the float, and that was so cool because if you're new here, last Vlogmas in December, everyone here raised over $10,000 for them. I think we ended up at around $12,000 by the end of the fundraiser. I got home at 3. I had one drink and I was like, I'm out. I caught up on Love Island. I'm fully caught up on Love Island now. I have thoughts on that. So that's where we're at. It's 8:30. I just gave Deli her medication and I'm definitely gonna shower. I feel pretty gross, but it's so nice to get out of the apartment. And Deli was fine, of course. This whole situation feels really just awkward because in the back of my mind, I know there's limited time with this cat. But on the other hand, I'm getting stir crazy being home so much. But I want to get as much time as I can with her. Like, it's just a lot. And honestly, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get in my feels right now. I'm trying to feel like things are as normal as they could be. I'm just living in my delusions. I got a package. One of my favorite skincare brands. I'm very much open, Naturium, for a sponsorship if you ever want to sponsor. They have so many good products that don't break me out. And even their body wash too, I freaking love them. And they're very affordable, so I'm kind of swapping out my more expensive Sephora finds with what Naturium has, and they're always coming out with something new. Yeah, there's something in here that I swapped out from a Sephora find, and it's so much cheaper. Yeah, first thing on here is the cleansing balm. I haven't tried it yet though, so, you know, you never know. We don't know if this sucks, but it was $20 versus the cleansing balm at Sephora for a pharmacy. It's $34. Yeah, I got a cleanser. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with this cleanser because there's an Aveeno one I like. I got another one of these. Oh, it leaked a little bit. This body wash, the Glow Getter multi-oil body wash. I love. I almost feel like I don't need lotion after my shower because of that. I'm trying to talk more about brands that I do like. I'm gonna take a cold shower. I can't wait.